But wait, there's more. Not only does the worm point to cross, point to Christ, point to his mission, the tree does as well. So, this tree, the Kermes oak, this is an oak tree that grows in Israel. It can grow in rocky terrain, so it can grow in places with no soil. And because this wood was so common in the area, when the Romans would crucify people, they would just use local trees. The wood of the cross was either an olive tree, it could have been a Kermes oak tree. It has all the properties you need for cross. It's strong, it's resistant to weather, it is easy to mold and cut, it's sturdy, it could hold up weight. So this wood is, good for crucifixion. Because it is good for crucifixion, the Romans very well could have used this wood for the cross on which Jesus was on. So the wood on which the worm normally goes to die could have been the wood of the cross. Not only that, this same wood is covered in thorns, just as Jesus had a crown of thorns, which symbolizes sin. So Jesus had sin literally pounded into his head. And in the same way, the tree in which the worm usually gets pounded into has thorns. They're not technically thorns, but they are, pointy bits. The worm attaches itself to a sin-covered tree, a thorn-covered tree, which it then dyes the tree, which marks the tree, and the tree gets its name from the worm. Just as the cross was a symbol of fear and rebellion and death, and Jesus dying on it made it into a symbol of new life and freedom, he marked the cross. He stained it for the rest of world history. I am currently wearing a cross because of the stain of Jesus on world history, which is just awesome. He took the sins of the world and covered them with his blood, making them new. The tree's gall is tough to eat, but if you take it in, it will heal you, just as the gospel message can be hard to take in. But whenever you take it in and you chew on it and you think about it and let it into your innermost being, it will make life. It will bring life, it will bring healing, it will stop your bleeding in your death and will give you new life. And in the same way, the seed of this tree, even though it's covered in thorns, even though it looks like sin, even though the cross looks like a curse from God, which we get from Deuteronomy, even though Jesus was cursed from God, the seed that was planted looks like it has thorns on it, looks like it is a curse that you're bringing in. Whenever this seed gets on rock, it can bring life. And in the same way, whenever the gospel message hits our heart of stone, it can bring new life and turn our hearts into fresh soil for the tree to grow, which is just awesome. And in the same way, the tree is an evergreen, which symbolizes Jesus' sacrifice being forever.